Oh, we're live. Okay. Hi guys. It's Wednesday. I'm sorry. I missed it again, as you guys can tell, because I'm still wearing a coat. I like literally just walked through the door and I was like, oh my god, I missed it again. So it is 8:09 p.m. is when I'm starting this, and I doubt that we'll go past 8:15 because honestly, it's just been a really crappy week. Not much has happened. My coat, however, is really adorable. It's like supposed to do that, and then that, and then that. And this is what I have to wear when I'm just going out because it's really cold all the time. So in my backyard right now, I have all 6 bunnies, and I was supposed to have 4 right now, but people suck, and no one's found home or taken these rabbits. So I have to surrender them to the SPCA, which friggin' I'm not okay with that at all. And okay, so this last week has been weird. From last weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I did nothing out of the ordinary. I watched a bit of Fringe, slept a lot because I've been really sleep deprived, and then Sunday, no, false. Saturday night. Oh God, The Princess Bride just became so much awesomer because we made a drinking game out of it. So now, it was me and a couple of friends from work, and so we watched The Princess Bride and then one of them flaked out, so it was just me and the other guy for until like 5 o'clock in the morning talking. And then I was like, I should go home, and I tried to stand up and I really couldn't because I'd had a bit of Captain Morgan spice rum and Coke. And because you're shooting it back so often, because we pretty much played the game anytime anyone said a catchphrase of theirs or rhymed or whatever, or Humperdinck came on, or they said the Dread Pirates Roberts, like every single time one of these events happened, we took a shot. And so it was me, Adam, Sydney, Melissa, and Sydney's father, or Adam's father, and it was so much fun. And so it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I need to go home. And I was like, can you call me a cab because it's cold and late outside, or late and cold outside? And so I go to stand up, and I'm like, oh no, because for the whole evening I'd been feeling it, but I hadn't really noticed how bad it was until I went to stand up. So he's like, you know what? You're not going home. So I went up and slept in his bedroom, and he slept with Sydney down on separate couches, of course, because we're being polite here. And Melissa was up in Adam's sister's room. So it was a good time. And then on Sunday, I got to go to church and actually be in service, and it was so nice. And they talked about the prodigal son. I was like, I'm the prodigal son. It's been like 5 weeks since I've been in service. And by 5, I mean 3, but whatever, right? 4. It's been 4 weeks. And then afterwards, we went to Boston Pizza, and it was the first time I think I've ever been to Boston Pizza, and it was disgusting. I'm never going there again, unless everyone else goes there, then I will. But I'll never really go on my own free will because it really was terrible. Like, it was not good at all. And then after that, we went home, and people napped. Like, it was me and Kia and Callie and Trent and Jay. And me and Kia were both passed out on this couch, and Callie was over on that couch over there, and Trent and Jay were in the basement watching rugby. So it was really funny. And then Kia and Trent and Callie left for frozen yogurt, and since I can't eat dairy anymore, I was like, well, why should I bother going? So I didn't. And then Trent came home, and then he went upstairs and passed out, and I was watching Fringe. And then, like, randomly at 8 o'clock, he's downstairs, and he looks up, he's like, go to Tim Hortons for a coffee break. I was like, okay, because we'd both been on our computers, and he's like, yeah, let's go for a coffee break. And I was like, let's do it. So it was a good time, and then a whole bunch of people joined us, and we had a good time. And then on Monday I worked, but on Monday evening I came home, and it was like late at night, and it was like 10:30, and I was sitting in the living room listening to music and being on my computer, and then Jay, our roommate, comes in. He's like, Kenzie, you're home. I was like, yeah. He's like, I missed you. And he's like beginning to cry. He was being so funny because I hadn't really seen him since he got back from his trip of 2 weeks, which I hadn't noticed that he'd been gone until Saturday. It was bad. It was bad. I'll admit to it. It was not good. I hadn't noticed that one of my roommates had been gone for so long, but that's okay. And so then that was Monday night, and then Tuesday, I worked and then came home and didn't really do anything. And then it was Bible study, and I was like, yay, Bible study. And then Jordan came, and she's all like, oh, I'm cheetah bunnies. Like, actually, she did that, and it was gross and adorable. She's the only girl who's allowed to ever do that, and she did it, and it was great. And then she was outside playing with the bunnies, and then we were about to get started, and then all of a sudden Kia, who's sitting like here, she looks at the door back there, and she's like, Hoover's here. I was like, that jerk. Because all day we'd been talking, and he was like, yeah, I passed my driver's license test, blah, 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 because he's had the learners for so long. And he's like, yeah, I passed it. I was like, so where's your car, or is your car ready to go? And because he bought a car also, he's like, yep, she's ready. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, do you know when you're coming to Edmonton next? He's like, no. And then he comes in the door, and I was like, I did not even acknowledge his existence. I was like, you know what? No. And so later on, he's like, so I didn't lie to you. I was like, what? He's like, I didn't lie to you. When you said, do you know when you're coming to Edmonton next? I really didn't know, because I don't know when I'll be back. It's like, that's not nice. He's like, because I was already in Edmonton at the time you sent me that. I was like, you're such a jerk. So I was not thrilled about that. And then today being Wednesday, I went to work, and then I got cut early, and then I came home for a couple minutes just to feed more to the bunnies, and then I left again because I had a whole bunch of stuff to do. And then I went and got this coat, and I went to go actually get a blender, but I got to the mall, and I completely forgot. I didn't even look for a blender. So that was great. And then that brings us to now, and I had the funniest bus driver ever. Okay, if a pig loses the ability to make noise, does he become disgruntled? I just saw myself laughing on screen. Anyways, yeah, so that's been my day. I wish I could remember more of the things that I said, but that one was funny. One of them was like, so the other night I'd arranged to have a threesome. A couple of the people bailed out, but I still had a great time. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, I need to go to bed, even though it's only 8:15. So, I love you guys so much. I'm going to watch Shay's video because I just saw she uploaded one. And I cannot wait to see all you guys on YouTube. And children, upload videos even if it's late, namely Shay. Don't steal Nancy's day. That's my job. I love you guys. Talk to you later.